Hey, welcome back to Blandverse Review. So, yeah, as promised, and as I uploaded through a community post where I told you guys about the upcoming video, which is this, doing the comparison between -1 Odo Island version of Godzilla figure, or Godzillasaurus, it's called between the fans, and yeah, comparison between Ichibankuji version and the movie monster series. They are both same character with different material used to produce this figure, different paint, different sculpting. Whatever is different, I'm gonna tell you right now in this video. So yeah, if we get straight into the packaging right now, you can definitely see the difference between these two. This movie monster series, there is a version where it does have packaging, but usually it only has its tag attached to its body, and it's just displayed on the shelf for the sellers to sell these figures. At least that's how it works from where I got it, and some of the marketplaces in Japan. I removed the tag so that I can see the details better, where it's hidden under this flopping or rattling tag on its body. I safely removed it using my heat dryer or hair dryer or heat gun, whatever you call it, so that I can put this guy somewhere safe. That's not, like, I don't know, I'm just not a type of guy to keep the tag with the figure. It kind of bothers me. That's just me, do not mind. This is my personal copy of the figure, so I bought it. I used my money to get this guy. I can do whatever I want, but I'm not going to throw this guy away, this tag over here. So yeah, well, that's the packaging for this guy, movie monster series. And if we have a look to the Ichibankuji or Ichibansho version, this guy does have its own box and superior packaging. So Ichibankuji, just think about it like something like lottery. You get the ticket, you pick the ticket, you get the certain number or an alphabet, you get the prize. So yeah, prize B, superior box, 70th anniversary Kuji. That's the series where this guy was produced for. Nice picture of this guy over here. The box is kind of small actually, but yeah, I already did a unboxing and a review with this guy, so I have 2 videos with this guy already, so please do check it out if you haven't. So yeah, let's get straight into the movie monster series version first, because I just got this guy today. So pretty cool figure. Well, generally looks more like a toy compared to the Ichibankuji version, because this one obviously has much more detail into it. This is a complete statue. It doesn't have any articulation, while this movie monster series does have articulation for its forearm. It moves forwards and backwards. Same goes to the leg. There's a seam where the tail is attached to the body. I don't think this can articulate or swivel side to side. I'm not gonna bother doing this too much. I do not want to break this guy, but yeah, here it is. Well, this guy still does have really nicely done paint job. It does have pupil painted correctly, individually sculpted and painted, teeth quite flippin' impressive for a movie monster series figure. No paint mistakes for this guy. This is the most perfect movie monster Godzilla figure I have so far. No paint mistake, everything is quite impressive, except for this tiny thing under the feet. But yeah, everything else is perfect, so pretty good for me. Well, the dorsal plates are really soft. It's not sharp at all, and it's, how do I say that? You look at it from the back or from the top, the dorsal plates are placed equally, like side to side, like they're all equally patterned. You look at the Ichibankuji version. Okay, the tail stand obviously does fall quite well, so I did not really want to attach it when I display this guy, but yeah, it is equally sculpted as well, but the tail is, it's not straightened like the movie monster series. This one has curved tails, so the dorsal plates are placed slightly differently compared to the movie monster series version. This guy has much more detail if you compare these two. The sculpting's different, even though they are the same character. This guy has its jaw slightly opened. Doesn't really look like it's roaring, but this one seems like it is. You have a detail all the way to the inner throat, sticking out tongue, if you look at it from the side at least. really nicely done. This guy has its pupil painted correctly as well. Dorsal plates are much more sharper than the Movie Monster series, much more heavier. The texturing on this figure is much more rough. Definitely not safe for kids to play with, and this is not a type of figure that kids really should play with. These are for displaying only. If you know what I mean, it's dangerous for kids to play with. The Movie Monster series, on the other hand, looks more like a toy to me. Definitely looks like it's completely made out of soft vinyl figure. This one, if you look at it and compare it to the Movie Monster series, it doesn't really look like a toy. It looks like a adult's figurine and stuff like that. Has much more better wash. You see the beige colored wash all the way on the dorsal plates, to the arm, to the leg, all the way to the tail and bottom of the tail as well. And it got pretty impressive detail for the ribcage. Kind of reminds me of the Alien Romulus version of Xenomorph. And if you look at the ribcage detail for the Movie Monster series, it's still nicely done compared to the Ichibankuji version. But yeah, the painting, the sculpting's much more rough and realistic for this guy. The Movie Monster series I do recommend it for those who cannot really afford expensive figures, because Movie Monster series, for me at least, is supposed to be a affordable figurine series, where it's not that expensive. It's mostly cheap, at least if you get it from the local shops, like in Japan or other Asia, where I'm at. I'm not in Japan, but yeah, I do live in Asia, so that's a cool thing. But yeah, I do like both of these figures. I do like both of these figures, but yes, detail-wise, I do prefer Ichibankuji version for something that you can just kind of hold on your hand without being concerned of this guy being broken if you accidentally smack it to the wall or something. I do recommend the Movie Monster series version, but you know, as of being a collector who has been collecting multiple types of stuff for years and years, you know, figurines are not really for playing. They're not really a toy. You're supposed to display them. But if you are the one who paid for the figure that you want to get, then it's really up to you. I do not have any rights for you to say do this and do that. It's supposed to be display purpose only. You're not supposed to play with the figurines. No, I do not have such right to say if you spent your own money to get whatever you want. You are the one who decide to do whatever you want with your figures. But this is just me, and yeah, I just do not like playing with my toys. I do like shooting with my figures, like photo shootings I'm talking about. But yeah, it's both really cool figure. I really do like how Ichibankuji one has a base with a -1 logo at the bottom. But yeah, pretty cool figure, both of them. I really did like it. And yeah, I'm really glad that I got Movie Monster series version today so that I can display these two with each other. And I am planning to get the normal version of -1 Godzilla, the fully grown up version Ichibankuji figure somewhere around, I don't know, in the future, not so far from now, hopefully. I do not own any, like, the original Godzilla -1 figure at all with me, even though I did wanted to get it. But yeah, whatever. Well, yeah, that was it for today's video. If you guys got any other questions, you know, regarding the difference between these two figures, let me know in the comment section. I will do reply to you as soon as possible. Well, thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll come back with another review.